else joins us this morning. But whilst we're waiting, let's just come to a comfortable seat and start to settle in. Find our place on the mat. Oh, mute you guys. And just start to find a comfortable place to sit and settle in. Sometimes it's a struggle just to get to the mat, just to commit to this hour. So maybe you've already achieved more today than you thought by being here, by logging in, by finding your seat, and just start to lengthen your spine, lengthen your neck. You can gently close your eyes or just lower your eyelids, dropping your palms to your knees and take in a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. I like to think of that first breath as a sigh of relief, like a big sigh of relief. You made it, you're here. It's Monday morning. And here we are. Just keep that nice round of breath going, a nice inhale and an exhale. And just consciously breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. We'll start with some box breathing, which is where we breathe in, hold, out, hold for a count of 4. You can leave your palms on your knees, or you can bring your palm, one of your hands to your chest and one to your belly. I find that really effective when I'm consciously breathing, just because it helps to really focus where I want the breath to go. I want the breath to drop out of my chest and really fill up my belly. And sometimes thinking of it, it doesn't actually happen physically. So by placing my hands on those parts of my body, it just helps to focus and redirect where I want that breath. I really want my belly to be filling up. Nice deep belly breaths. So we'll just do an inhale and an exhale here. And then on the next inhale, we're going to slowly control it for the count of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Last time. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Just stay here, taking nice breaths in through the nose, and start to exhale through the nose. And just observe and notice thoughts that may come up, noticing them and letting them go. Noticing sounds around you, noticing the temperature, the smells, just letting it go, just observing and letting it go. From this space, we'll open up the practice by chanting 3 Oms together. You can keep your hands on your belly and your heart, or drop your palms back down to your knees. We'll start with a short kirtan, a call and response mantra meditation, but really for us here in the Om Shala, we'll just sing together or just absorb the sounds, the vibrations. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Shivaya Namah. 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 Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Taking a deep breath in here through the nose, letting a big sigh out of the mouth. Reach over to your playlist and press play here. And then come straight back to your seat. And when you're back at your seat, just dropping your chin to your chest, keeping your spine lengthened. And just start to roll your shoulder, your head from side to side. So keeping the spine nice and tall, just rolling gently from side to side here. Starting to loosen up the neck. Nice, gentle movements with your head and your neck. Hi, Mary. And then reaching your arms forward, interlacing the fingers, rounding out the shoulders, dropping the head just between the shoulders, really opening up that back and the shoulders there. Then reaching the arms up overhead, gazes up, exhale, circle the arms round and down, pressing the right hand into the mat, reaching that left arm up and over, stretching through the side body and switching sides. Left hand down, right arm up. Lovely. Bringing the arms in front of you again, interlacing the fingers, rounding out the back. Reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, circle round and down, placing the hands just behind your seat, fingers facing forward, and squeezing the shoulders together here, dropping the head back, gently dropping the head back, really squeezing the shoulders, opening up across the front of the chest. Breathing in and breathing out, coming back to a seat, And just circling the arms up and round and down a couple times. Just lubricating the shoulders. And then shaking out the hands, interlacing the fingers and just rounding the wrists one way and the other way. Lovely. And then coming forward into your tabletop. Just starting to move your body here. We made it. We're here. It's Monday morning. It's the beginning of a week. And it's just really about one foot in front of the other through the day, through the practice, one step after the other. Moving the body here. Maybe opening the knees a little bit wider here and just rolling through the spine. A nice mobile, bringing mobility into the spine. So as we arch, so a little arch as you sit the seat back towards the heels and then scooping the pelvis forward as we come forward, rolling through the spine, back and forwards, warming things up. And then coming back to a tabletop, reaching the right arm up, opening out to the right side, gazing up at the ceiling, then circle the arm back and down, reaching it forward, then up and then back and down one more time, reaching it forward, up, back and down. Very nice. Left side, reaching the left arm up, gazing up all the way out through the end of the fingertips, circling it back and down, and reaching forward, up, open, back and down. Keep that circling going. Nice big circular movements. And then come back to your tabletop, moving through a couple of cat-cows here. So arching, looking up, breathing in. Exhale, rounding out the spine. Inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding out. One more time. Inhale, arch. Exhale, tuck the toes under. Press back into the feet a couple of times. You can lift the knees up 1 or 2 inches or keep the knees down. We just want to stretch out the soles of the feet here and the toes. And then very slowly pushing back into a downward dog. Pedaling the legs here. Moving the hips from side to side. There we go, side to side. And inhaling that right leg up high behind you. Bending the knee, opening out the hip. I love doing this first thing in the morning or at the beginning of the practice. Circling the ankle, circling a nice big circle through the hip. One way, then the other way. Nice big movements here. And then squaring the hips, stepping the foot in between the hands at the top of the mat. Standing in a really nice wide pyramid here. We want to stretch the hamstrings here. The legs don't have to be completely straight. My legs certainly are not warmed up right now. My body isn't. So it might be nice to bring a micro bend into that front knee and just lifting, pulsing through that back heel up and down. Just gently warming things up, preparing the body for the day ahead. Lovely. Then bending both knees, bringing that back knee down, hands to hips, just pulsing here, in and out of this lunge. Nothing forced here, just a nice pulsing, but starting to bring the gaze up, lifting the energy, bringing a little micro bend into the lower back, opening up, squeezing the shoulders together, lifting the gaze, opening up the heart center here, breathing in and out. Then interlacing your hands behind your head and just resting your head back into your hands, taking the weight of your head for a few moments, sinking a little deeper into the lunge, squeezing the shoulders together, breathing here, inhaling and exhaling, releasing the hands down either side of the front foot, lengthening that front leg, flexing the foot, folding forward here, making sure hips are squared, just folding forward here, breathing, inhaling and exhaling. And then start to bend into that front knee and then straighten. So just bending and straightening a few times. bend and straighten. One more time, bend into that front knee, tuck the back toes under, and then step the right foot back into a downward dog, pressing the ground away from you, pedaling the legs, and then inhaling that left leg up high behind you. Bending the knee, opening out the hips, circle the ankle one way, circle the ankle the other way, and then lovely big circles from the hip. Going one direction, and going the other direction. Big movements. Square the hips, step the left foot through. Nice wide pyramid here. And just lifting that back heel up and down a few times. The legs are straight, but you can micro bend one or both if you need to. It's absolutely fine. You can be pressing into your fingertips, or your full palm can be pressing down. Then bending both knees, bringing the back knee down, hands to hips, just a gentle pulsing up and down. As we're pulsing, we're lifting the energy, opening up the chest, bringing the gaze up, lifting everything up. Even though we're pulsing up and down, we want to bring our energy up, our gaze up, inhaling and exhaling, interlacing the hands behind the head and letting the head rest back into the hands. Taking the weight for a moment. So if you were holding someone's head, someone that you love, just gently cradling their head. It's how you cradle your own head, sinking a little bit deeper. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale, release the hands either side of the front foot, lengthen that front leg, flex the foot, fold forward, making sure the hips are squared. Staying here for a moment and then bending into that knee. Bend and straighten. A couple times, bending and straightening. Very nice, just feeling that. Stretching in a gentle way. Then bend into that front knee, tuck the back toes under, step that left foot back, pedal the legs here. Step them wide, the feet, so you're in a wide-legged downward dog, so they're as wide as your mat. Reach that left hand back, grasping the outside of the right ankle, looking up under the right armpit, just pulling gently onto your own leg, looking up under the armpit. Again, your knees can be bent here if they need to be. Breathing here. And releasing the left hand down, reaching the right hand back, outside of the ankle, looking up under the left armpit. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling, releasing that hand down, walking the feet about halfway up the mat, hip distance apart, folding forward here, micro bend the knees, grasping opposite elbows and just sway gently. Nice swaying action side to side, really releasing the head, allowing the head to hang heavy, giving the neck a break for a moment. Breathing in and breathing out. Start to release the hands down as if there was like water dripping off the end of your hands. And start to bend the knees a little deeper and slowly rolling up, vertebrae by vertebrae, really slowly, one by one. The very last thing to come up is the head. Before the head comes up, the shoulders come up, rolling the shoulders back once. Roll the shoulders back twice. Inhale the arms up over the head. Reach the arms up really high, then grabbing hold of the left wrist. Plant your feet. Make sure your feet are firmly planted down and just pull over to the right side. Keep the gaze up, looking at the elbow crease. Allow the left hip to jut out to the left side. Breathing here. And then switching sides, grabbing hold of the right wrist, right hips jut out to the right side, pulling over to the left side, gazing up at the elbow crease, breathing here. Big nourishing breaths. Exhale, arms by your side, then drawing the hands in front of the heart center into a prayer. Taking a moment here to set your intention. Setting an intention for your practice today, for the rest of your day, for the week ahead, how we approach this practice, how we approach our thoughts, ourselves, those around us, extending love and kindness out around us and then circling it back to ourselves. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, arms by your side, beginning with the morning prayer, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, pressing the palms, reaching the arms up overhead. Mindful movements. Exhale as you fold forward, breath and movement together. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step the feet back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, push back to a downward facing dog. Making any of the adjustments you need to make here. Maybe you like to find a place of stillness here in your first downward dog, or maybe you want to keep it moving a little bit. Moving the hips gently from side to side. Always making sure that your shoulders are not bunching up around your neck and your ears. Drawing them back. Gently nodding your head yes. Gently shaking your head no. Flubbering out the lips. Maybe opening and closing the mouth a few times, releasing any tension in the jaw. Taking a lovely deep breath in here. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step the feet forward to meet the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, press the palms, reach the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, arms by your side. Again, inhale, pressing the palms, reach the palms overhead. Exhale, fold forward and touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward, breath and movement. Exhale, step the feet back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push that back to downward facing dog. Feet are hip distance apart. Heels are moving towards the mat. Hands are pressed firmly. Gaze is through the gap in the back of the legs to the back of the room, the back of your space. Breathing here, lovely deep inhales and exhales. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Controlling it so that they're about the same length. Filling up your body with oxygen. Inhaling. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump the feet forward to meet the hands. Exhale, folding forward here. Inhale, press the palms, rise all the way up, gazing up at the hands. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, reach the arms up and hook the thumbs. Micro bend back. Exhale, bend the knees, swing the arms, fold forward. Reach the arms up behind you, interlace the fingers, fold forward and straighten the legs. Inhale the hands down, step the right leg back into a nice low lunge. Exhale, left leg steps back, downward dog. Here as we come forward into a plank, I really want you to roll slowly through the spine. So lift the heels, then tilt the pelvis towards the belly button, roll forward into your plank. Beautiful. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Again, rolling through the spine. Lift the heels first. Roll vertebrae by vertebrae forward to a plank. Exhale, release the knees, chest and chin down. And inhale, slide forward into a low cobra. Exhale, push the seat back towards the heels, tuck the toes under and press back into a downward dog. Inhale, step back. Right leg forward into a low lunge. Exhale, left leg steps forward, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, reach the arms up overhead, arch back slightly. Exhale, swing the arms, bend the knees, fold forward, interlace the fingers, straighten the legs. Inhale the hands down, stepping that left foot back into a low lunge. Exhale, right leg steps back into downward dog, rolling through the spine into a plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Rolling through the spine again to your plank. Exhale, release the knees, chest and chin down. Inhale, slide forward into a low cobra. Exhale, push the seat back towards the heels into downward dog. Step that left foot forward into a low lunge. Exhale, right leg steps forward, fold forward. Micro bending the knees, hooking the thumbs, reach the arms up overhead, staying here. Pushing the hips forward, a little more of a back bend here. Reach the arms up, inhale here. And exhale, circle the arms round and down by your side, Tadasana. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, bend the knees. Press the palms, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump the feet back to meet the back to the back of the mat, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, coming into a warrior one. Reach the arms up overhead, breathe here, inhale. Exhale, release the hands down either side of the front foot, step it back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Left side, step the left foot forward to meet the hands. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Bend the knee a little bit deeper, reach the arms up, gazes up, breathe here, inhale. Exhale, release the hands either side, step it back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out. One more inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump the feet forward to meet the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sit low in your chair. Bend the knees, press the palms, reach the arms up. Stay here. Glance down and make sure you can see your big toes. Sit the seat back, reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward, touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Stepping the right foot forward, coming into warrior one. Breathe here. Reach the arms up, bend that knee. Inhale. And on the exhale, open out to warrior two. Reaching the arms from fingertip to fingertip, gazing over the front fingers. And then switch to the back of your mat. So just straighten that front leg, pivot the right foot, turn the left foot out and bend the left knee. So you're in a warrior two, facing the back of your mat. Breathe here, set yourself up, and then reverse the warrior. Right hand slides down the back of the right leg. Reach that left arm up and back, gazing at the palm of the hand. And then releasing the hands down either side of the left foot. Step it back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward. So you're in a warrior one, facing the back of your mat. Reach the arms up, gazes up. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Set yourself up in your warrior two, gazes over the back of the mat. Then we're going to lengthen that front leg, switch the feet. So we're coming into a warrior two, facing the front of the mat. Sink a little deeper into that front knee, then reverse the warrior. Beautiful. Exhale, release, step it back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here in your downward facing dog. It's good to move things slightly differently, to see things from a different perspective, a different point of view, change things up a little bit, breathing in and breathing out. One more inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump the feet forward to meet the hands. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, bend the knees, sit low in your chair, press the palms, reach the arms up. And on the exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. 1 movement, 1 breath. Step the right foot forward into the warrior one as you inhale. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Switch to warrior two to the back of the mat. And then reverse the warrior, reaching back with your left hand. Exhale, release the hands down, step it back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog, stepping the left foot forward, warrior one. Press the palms, reach the arms up. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Switch to the front of the mat, warrior two. Release the right arm back, reversing the warrior. Then exhale, hands down, step it back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Staying here for a couple of breaths, breathing in and breathing out. pressing the ground away from you, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump the feet forward to meet the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sit low in your chair. Make sure your toes and heels are touching and that your knees are level. Sit low, sit back, press the palms, reach the arms up. And on the exhale, twist it to the right side, hooking your, left elbow on the outside of the right thigh. Sit a bit lower, press the hands into a prayer, twisting your torso around so your heart center is in line with your prayer. Gazes up, staying here with your hands pressed or opening the arms nice and wide. Sit the seat a bit lower, bring the gaze up, inhaling and exhaling here. Even when your belly is compressed, breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. On the next inhale, press the palms, reach the arms up through center. Don't lose the bend in the knees. And exhale, take it over to the other side. You can use your hands, your body to take yourself further. You can literally move your thigh into the outside of your elbow and just press the hands into the prayer, looking up, breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. On the next inhale, press the palms, rise up through center, sitting low in your chair. Exhale, fold forward, touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Inhale, stepping the right foot forward, coming into warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Bend that front knee, reach the arms up, gazes up. Exhale, open out to warrior two. As that back arm is finding its space, keep it moving down in the front of your body, circling it around to come to the front, coming into a high lunge. So lifting the back heel up, lifting the arms up, gazes up, sink a little lower into your lunge, breathing here, and then revolving your warrior two. So reaching the right arm back, left arm is forward, gazes back to the right hand, then dropping that right hand down, reaching that left arm up, gazes up, breathe here, inhaling. Exhale, release that left hand down so it's parallel with the right foot, then open out to the right side. Gazes up, breathing here, inhaling. Exhaling, making sure your left shoulder stacked over your left wrist. We're going to stack our right leg on top of our left leg, coming into a side plank here. So pushing the hips up. Any variation or modification you need to make. Maybe your top leg is lifted slightly. Then gently step the right foot behind the left leg, coming into your wild thing. Pushing your hips up, reaching that arm up or back. Breathing here. Inhaling. Exhale, release that right hand down. Find your plank for a moment, steady yourself, and then lower down through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. There's no rush. It's mindful movement and it's listening to your body. Stepping that left foot forward, coming into warrior one. Press the palms, reach the gaze up. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Keep that back arm moving so it sweeps in front of your body like a water wheel and then comes forward and up. Lift that back heel up, coming into a high lunge on that side. So drop the shoulders down, even though you're reaching the arms up, being conscious not to have them bunched up around the ears. Sink a little bit lower. Then reach that left arm back, right arm forward. Revolve it, yep, left arm is back, looking to the back. Holding that for a moment, then dropping the left hand down, reaching the right arm up. You're twisting, you're reversing, breathing here, and releasing that right hand down so it's parallel with the left foot, opening out to the left side. Gazes up, breathing here. Then moving from here into your side plank, so coming to the outside edge of your right foot, stacking your left leg on top of your right leg, opening up that left arm, gazes up. If you need to bring your bottom leg down and bend your knee to support you on the mat, that's fine. Reaching that left arm up, then straightening that bottom leg, stepping the left foot back so you're in a wild thing here. Pushing the hips up, left arm reaches up to the ceiling or back. Holding here for a moment, breathe in. Beautiful. Exhale, release, coming into a plank, just holding it here for a moment and then lowering down. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Lovely. Just pedaling out the legs here a couple times. Breathing in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. One more inhale. Exhale, step or jump the feet forward to meet the hands. Exhale, fold forward. This time, keeping the legs straight, press the hands into a prayer, reach the arms up overhead, and exhale, arms by your side. Setting up for tree pose, grounding down through the left foot, pressing that left hand into the side of the left side of the waist. Just draw that right knee up in front of your chest for a moment, just holding it here. Finding your drishti, your focus, finding something to look at that's not moving. And then moving that foot into a tree. So the right foot comes to the inside of the left thigh, not on the knee. We don't want that foot on the inside of the knee. It either has to be lower or higher. Bringing the hands to a prayer, keeping them there, or reaching the arms up overhead. Just finding that thing to focus on. Breathing here. Inhaling. And exhaling, dropping your left hand back down to your left hip, placing the right foot on top of the left knee. So your right ankle is actually on top of your left knee, and just sitting back here, bringing the hands to a prayer in front of the heart center helps, and just sitting back here as far as we can, really feeling that lovely stretch here. You can bring your hands in front of your shin, or they can just stay here, breathing here, inhaling. And exhaling, releasing, coming to stand, bringing your right foot behind you. Right hand comes to the inside of the right foot. We're going to move into a dancing warrior, but we're going to be kicking into our hand first. Kick into the hand before you fold forward. If you need to hold on to something, that's fine. Keeping your focus fixed. Kicking that hand. Kicking the foot into the hand, breathing here. Beautiful. And then exhale, release very gently, bending that front knee, bringing the hands down to the mat, keeping that right leg up high behind you into a standing split. Lifting that right leg up, breathing here. Inhale, exhale, releasing it down halfway down the mat into a pyramid. We're just going to keep folding forward here over the left leg. Beautiful, breathing here. Inhaling. And exhaling, bringing your right foot to meet your left foot, coming up to stand, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, arms by your side. Right hand comes to the outside of the right hip, pressing down through the right foot, drawing that left knee up in front of you. Just holding it here for a moment. Finding your balance, finding your drishti. And then the left foot comes to the inside of the right thigh, coming into your tree here. That beautiful image of a tree's roots really grounding down, growing deep into the earth. And then this beautiful strong trunk grows up out of the earth. Then the branches and leaves grow from there. And the branches and leaves can move, but you have that solid base. Breathe here. Inhaling and exhaling, releasing the right hand to the right hip, placing that left ankle on top of the right knee and just sitting back. You can keep your hands on your hips here if you need to, or hands to a prayer. Folding forward, sitting the seat back, breathing here. And start to come up. Release that left foot behind you. Grab the inside of the left foot. Reach the right arm up and start kicking into the left hand. Kicking, 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 and then folding forward. Using that opposite tension to create the balance, help you find the balance, breathing here. And then start to release, bend into that right knee, bring the hands down to the mat. Keep that left leg lifted high behind you. Lifting that leg up a bit higher, and then gently stepping it back, halfway down the mat, folding forward, squaring the hips into a nice pyramid here. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling, folding forward. One more inhale and exhale. Step that left foot forward, reach the arms up overhead and exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, bend the knees, press the palms, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, touch down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Stepping the right foot forward, coming into a warrior one. Exhale, open out to warrior two, and inhale, straighten that right leg. Walk the back foot in a little bit, moving into Trikonasana. The left hip moves backwards as the torso moves forward. Begin to reach forward before folding, and then folding, pressing the top of the right hand into the inside of the ankle. Reach that left arm up. Breathing here. Really reach that left arm up. Breathe here. Gazes up, inhaling. And then reach that left arm forward and reach the right arm up. So it's as if you're holding, you keep the torso open. We're not collapsing in. It's as if you're holding a beach ball or a basketball or something. Breathing here, inhaling. And exhaling, reaching down, pressing the hands down either side of the front foot, bringing that back knee down, reaching the left arm up and twisting it around to the right side, hooking the elbow to outside of the thigh. You can keep your knee down here, or you can tuck your back toes under, lengthen your leg, press the hands into a prayer, gazes up, breathe here, twisting, opening things up, inhaling and exhaling, releasing the hands down to the inside of the right foot. Turn the back foot down and walk the hands to the long side of the mat, coming into a nice wide-legged forward fold here. Toes can be in slightly, heels can be out slightly, and just folding forward here. Imagining the crown of the head coming down towards the mat. Breathing here. Inhaling. Exhaling, walking the hands to the back of the mat, turning the left foot out, finding your way into a warrior one, facing the back of the mat. Reach the arms up. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Straighten that back leg. Walk the right foot in a bit, finding your way to Trikonasana, facing the back of the mat. So the right hip starts to move backwards as your torso moves forward, gazing forward and then folding. Reaching that right arm up, gazing up, breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. And reaching the right arm forward, lifting that left arm up, holding your beach ball or your basketball, breathing here. Both arms are straight, reaching. Inhale, beautiful. Exhale, releasing the hands down either side of the back foot. Bring the back knee down. Reach the right arm up. And then exhale, twist it round to the left side. Keeping the back knee down if you need to. Tucking the back toes under. Taking the twist a little bit further here. Using the left and the right hand to press together in the prayer. Twisting your torso a bit further around. Inhaling. Exhale, releasing them down to the inside of the left foot. Lengthen that back leg. Walk the hands back along the long side of the mat. Coming into another forward fold here. This time turning the feet out. So toes are out, heels are in. And just bending gently one side and then the other. Like a high Skandasana. Unless you want to take it low. Just gently moving the hips side to side here. Walking the hands back to the inside of the right foot at the top of the mat, coming into a lizard. So just moving the hips here, keeping a little bit of movement going here, side to side, back and forwards, finding your way down. If you need to bring your back knee down or coming down to elbows and forearms, whatever it is that you need to do today for your body, your practice, your space, Gentle movements here. And bringing the right hand to the inside of the right knee, gently pushing it away from you, staying here, or bending the back knee, reaching back and grabbing that back foot. Beautiful. Breathing here. Very nice, releasing. And then shuffling that foot across the front of the mat. So we're coming into a pigeon. So bending that right knee, allowing the hips to come down and meet the mat, lengthening the spine here before folding. So we just want to make sure that that back leg is straight out behind us. Breathing here, taking a deep breath in. And then exhale, walking the hands forward, bringing the forehead down. You can make a little pillow for yourself with your hands, or your head can just rest down, gently moving your head from side to side. And just settling in here. We all know what our self-care techniques are. We know what they are, from drinking a glass of water to taking 3 deep breaths to going outside to ground yourself. But sometimes when we're in a moment and a situation and we just can't remember, or we feel shut off to it, just think to yourself, what would you tell someone else to do if they needed that help in that moment? What would you tell them? It would probably be quite basic, very caring, nurturing things. You just have to remember to tell yourself those same messages. Lift the head up, walk the hands back towards the hip, tuck the back toes under and step it back into a downward dog. Just pedal the feet out here. Step that left foot forward, coming into a lizard on the left side. And just move here gently side to side, swaying the hips, maybe moving back and forwards, and then finding your way into your lizard. Coming down to elbows and forearms. Back knee can be resting down or lifted. Then pressing the left hand to the inside of the left knee, pressing the leg away from you. Staying here or bending the back leg, reaching back. Breathing here, gazes up. Inhaling. Exhale, releasing. Walking that left foot across the front of the mat. Coming into a pigeon on the left side. Allowing the hips to come down to the mat, making sure they're squared and the right leg is straight up behind you, lengthening here. Lengthening and then folding forward. Resting the forehead down. If the forehead's on the mat, it's really nice to move the head gently side to side, massaging your forehead. And just staying here for a few more moments, breathing in and breathing out. Start to walk the hands back towards the hips, tuck the back toe under, go through a vinyasa or just step that left foot back to meet the right foot into a downward dog. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling, stepping or jumping the feet through to come to your seat. And coming into Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet are touching, hands are wrapped around the feet, opening out the feet, almost like you're opening a book, drawing the heels a bit closer to the pelvis, using your hands on your feet to lengthen through the spine, pulling on your feet to allow yourself to lengthen the spine a little bit further, drop the shoulders back, lift the head up, breathe here, and then really leading from the heart center, fold forward. Keeping the back as straight as you can, you'll find your elbows close to the inside of your thighs, keeping that length, keeping that straight spine, folding forward here, leading with the heart center. And then when you're ready, you can start to round out, dropping the head down, forehead will come close to the toes, breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. Lengthen up, Janu Sirsasana, keeping the right foot where it is, lengthening that left leg out in front of you, reaching the arms up. And exhale, folding forward here. Grabbing around the foot, folding forward, resting the forehead down. The forehead doesn't have to be touching any part of your leg, that's just where it's going. Breathing here. And then coming to sit, bringing the right hand behind you, lifting that left arm up, lifting the hips up, just opening things out again, reaching the left arm up, and then releasing down, switching sides, drawing the left heel in towards the pubic bone, right leg is straight, reaching the arms up, creating that space. And then exhale, folding forward here, grabbing around the shin, the calf, pulling slightly further forward if you're grabbing around the foot. Breathe here. Inhaling and exhaling. Release, bringing the left hand behind you, reaching the right arm up, lifting the hips up, reaching up, breathing here. And then releasing down. Beautiful. Coming to lay on your belly, coming into Shalabhasana. Arms at either side of you, gazes in the middle and forward, lifting everything up on your next inhale. So lifting the arms up off the mat, lifting the legs up, lifting the gaze up, lifting it up even further and up even further on every inhale, holding it there, breathing in. And then releasing down. Beautiful. Bringing your one ear to the mat, looking to one side of the room, moving the hips gently from side to side. Beautiful. And then interlacing the hands behind you, squeezing the shoulders together and lifting everything up again on the inhale, keeping everything lifted even further and further, higher and higher, lifting it up. Every inhale, lifting up even more. And then releasing, bringing the other ear down, allowing your neck to stretch out the other side. Moving the hips gently from side to side. Lovely. And then turning over onto your back. And coming into a bridge. Soles of the feet are close to the seat, just grazing the back of your heels with your fingertips. Starting to tilt the pelvis towards the belly button as you lift up the hips off the mat, pushing your feet into the mat, lifting everything up, pushing them up. Breathing here, 3, 4, 5, beautiful, lowering everything down. Taking one inhale here. One exhale and coming into your next round. You could be coming back into a bridge, you could be coming into a wheel. Wherever your body is moving into today, just lifting up the hips, pressing them up, breathing here. 3, 4, 5. When you're ready, lowering them down. Breathing here, and then drawing your knees into your chest. Squeezing your knees into your chest, moving gently from side to side. And then holding onto your knees as you rock up and down and come to a seated forward fold. Move the flesh out from under the seat, legs are stretched out in front of you, reaching the arms up. And then exhale, folding forward here, moving slowly. Moving forward slowly. Pulling gently as you fold forward. Forehead comes closer to the knees. Allowing the head to drop down. Beautiful. Breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. And then release. Come to laying down on your mat, moving into your shoulder stand or legs raised. Don't have to do a shoulder stand. If you want to just lift your legs up and then just press your hands into the mat just below your seat, your legs can just be up like that. Or if you're coming into your shoulder stand, making sure that your hands are pressing into your lower back, your gaze is up at your toes or the ceiling, you're not moving your neck around too much, and breathing here. Inhaling, coming back to the breath whenever you feel your mind whirring or wandering. Just bring it back to the breath. Inhaling and exhaling, releasing the legs down. If you're in your shoulder stand, coming into Halasana, plow pose. Interlacing the hands, pressing them into the mat. And just stand here for a moment, feeling that lovely stretch in the back of the neck. If you want to bend your knees either side of your ears, or keep the legs where they are, just for a moment. Pressing the hands into the mat. Very slowly start to roll out. Slowly with control, vertebrae by vertebrae. And when you come to your lower back, really pressing your lower back into the mat, engaging your core here, keeping the legs straight and lowering them down with control. As slowly as you can. Coming down to the mat, coming into Matsyasana, fish pose, opening up the front line of the body, inhaling the crown of the head back, breathing here, opening up the mouth nice and wide, stretching the throat and the throat chakra, breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. 2 more times, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. 1 more deep inhale here. And exhaling. Moving from here into your Shavasana, or a nice little lower back supine twist, just drawing the knees into the chest, dropping them over to one side and looking over the opposite shoulder. I love this. I love a little supine twist. Your legs, there's so many different ways you can place your legs, keeping it nice and simple, just with both knees bent over to the side and then release to the other side. This is one of those stretches that basically, you know, if it's first thing in the morning and you're still laying in your bed to get things going, or if it's last thing at night, you need to ground. It's one of those perfect movements you can do. You can prop up with pillows. Lovely. Then finding your way into your Shavasana. Legs stretch out, feet fall open, palms at either side of you. Breath becomes a little bit more shallow here. Just finding breath. Just allowing yourself a few more quiet moments. Allowing your breath to come naturally. The body knows what to do. Noticing, like at the beginning of the practice, noticing sounds and sensations around you, allowing thoughts to come and go without judging anything, without judging yourself, just being here. Inhaling and exhaling. Starting to find some movement, your fingers and your toes, moving your head gently from side to side. Drawing your knees into your chest. And gently rolling over to one side. Staying here for a moment. And then finding your way to a comfortable seated position. Keeping your eyes closed or eyelids lowered. We'll close the practice by singing Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may my thoughts, words, and actions somehow contribute to that freedom and happiness of all. Because if we are not all free, then none of us truly are. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bringing your hands to a prayer in front of your heart center. Bowing your head to your hands and knowing and trusting that the true teacher lies inside of you. Namaste.